All right, Kenman here, and today we are going to check out probably what is about the coolest knife I have ever had a chance to hold and enjoy. This is brought to us from KevinSmithandKnives. His collection is incredible. He sent me some really cool bangers to check out. CKF Knives, Custom Knife Factory. If you've seen some of my live streams, you saw me open these up already and kind of get a brief checkout on them, so you might know which one this is. If not, welcome. Here we are. Let's get right to it. There's the card. CKF Evolution 3.0, John Sorensen, M390, Damasteel, Titanium Zirconium. Woo-wee, look at all of that. Okay, it also has the original clip, a couple other pieces of hardware and stuff on there. Let's get right to this thing. Ooh-wee. Smells rotten in here. The Custom Knife Factory Rotten Evo 3.0. Tell me that is not absolutely gorgeous, right? Okay, let's just soak it in for a minute. Boom. What an incredible knife we have here. So, the Custom Knife Factory Rotten Evo 3.0, Bowler M390 on there. Of course, you got the titanium. We got fuller or hole, flick and hole, thumb it out like that. Get in there and lefty flick it. It also has the stop pin thumb stud kind of configuration. You can see they're right there. They hit nice stop pins, but you can also thumb stud that right there. So this is a full frame lock. You know me, I'm a lefty. But even with this lefty on that frame lock, I can get in here and still flick that thing out. When you put pressure on that lock, sometimes that'll put it enough against the blade that you cannot engage it and open it as a lefty. But this one here, boom, you still can. Either way, my more comfortable positioning with this is actually having my thumb more over here. So it's sort of touching the lock, but it's mostly resting on this awesome looking clip, and it flicks out just like a dream. Oh, look at this hollow grind. Oh, unbelievable. This knife is extremely expensive and incredible. Thank you so much to KevinSmithandKnives for entrusting me to check this out, and know that I'll send it back to him. Maybe. No, there's no way. This thing is just so sick though. Blade shape is incredible. Look at that edge. Nice mirror finish on there. And that hollow grind is just huge. Little relief cut there. I love this look, this design, this style. How could you not? Blade's heavy enough, just drop shut, no problem at all. As long as you get it past the lock. As a lefty, you got to be careful. As a righty, you know, you can get in here and kind of drop it to your thumb, no problem. So as a lefty, sometimes I don't bring it far enough this way, but you just get that a little bit and it will drop shut, no problem at all. Can you front flip that? Almost. That's not really designed for it, but I just noticed it almost looked like you could. Okay, huge jumps, enormous jumps. I love me some jumps. These feel really good. They're enormous, giant, but they don't feel too, you know, like sharp or also too chunky that they don't really work. These feel good. Nice shot right in the hand right there. Got your choke up space. And get out here with the index finger, nice little sweep. Mine sits right there. Look at where that point on that tip is. Nice little belly on there and an easy use tip. The shape of this blade with the forward angle and everything, so cool. Accenting the jimps across the back with that back spacer. Nice feel, nice and grippy. So the titanium on the side kind of has this horizontal line texture to it, you can see. Very cool look. Boom. Does feel good in the hand. Got a nice little contour. You can kind of see. Does a round over the edges just a little bit to give it a nice feel in the hand. Oh, and it does feel awesome in the hand. Look at that cutting surface. I can't get over it. I've been infatuated with this thing the second I opened it up. Kevin made some shelves for me. You can see them on my live streams on my display behind me, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Thursdays. And I do some verticals here and there. But he made some nice shelves for me and then threw in a bunch of his really nice knives from his collection to check out. So I was very surprised to see what he sent. These are wild, huh? Look at that custom clip on there. What do we think about that? Nice little addition look here. And then there's another accent around the pivot right there. What a fun knife. Blade is centered nicely. Solid, no play. This is, like I said, a premium knife. Prices change. This is a little over $600. I don't know, plus with all the other stuff that's on here. It's well over a $600 knife. Fantastic look. Oh, man, I want one of these a lot. So nice and solid. Got a good detent to it. Just pulls it in tight right at the end. Snap sound. Feels good. Sounds good. And it, it's got a good action. The blade has that little bit of weight that helps it kind of get going. But really, when I go in here and try to be weak about it, it still just fires all the way out. No problem at all. The lock and the detent are set very well. Like the shape of the handle. Who has something from Custom Knife Factory? Which one do you have? I'd love to look at some more. The value of some of these, though, is going to make it a little more difficult, a little bit out of my price range. 8 3/8. I have to save up for stuff like this. Well, I mean, you could buy it, but then, it's just boom. That was a whole couple car payments right there. 3 3/4. You go forward a full angle, but about 3 3/4 on the blade. 3 1/2 on the cutting surface with a slight curve on the belly. And 4 and almost 7/8 on that handle. All the way at the back, 0.19, thick. So it drops to 1/8 right there, down to 1/7, 1/6. So it is really thick up here, and then it has a very light taper out towards the end. You've got that little relief cut on there, but that right at that corner is still 1/9, right up to there. Then you've got that beautiful hollow grind with that huge, just look at how wide is that? We've got over a 1-inch hollow grind from here to here. That is awesome. 0.54 on the handle. Thinnest spot here, 8.6. Thickest off at the back, 1.43. And the thickest on the blade, 1.55. That is so cool, though. Look at how thick that hollow grind is. Basically almost a little more than an inch right in the middle. Battery's still live. Doesn't want to give up on us. Question is, now I need to look it up. I think it's been dying for over a year, that battery. 6.57, it is a pig. I compare everything with a Kaiser drop bear. Nice, kind of not quite full size user. 3.29, so beastly. I love it. I like a bigger knife. I have a large hand. I like heavier knives. This just ticks off every category for me personally. How about for you? Where does this rank in your thoughts on what a knife could be or should be or is, or sure, daily carries or save queens? Kaiser drop bear, same size as your bug out, your pyrite, great user, and not quite full size. So your Rotten Evo 3.0 is a little bit bigger, definitely a full sizer, about a 1/2 inch or so on the front and the back. Easily. I dig this knife a lot. Okay, I've been doing paper cut tests. I can't seem to, there we go, find some. Does this prove anything other than the fun of it? No, yes, no. I don't know how much he's used this. This looks pretty much mint, untouched. That mirror edge looks like a screamer. Let's see what it has on it. Oh, the resistance is negligible. Like, I can't even, that is, woo. Oh, I'm trying to get real close. Catch a, come on, get in there. Oh, that is awesome. Easily a 9 out of 10. Nice curve cuts. Maybe even a 9.5. There, we got a little. Trying to make some curlies. It does cut thin though. That is fantastic, that hollow grind. And remember, it gets to 0.19 in the back and you still get cuts like that. Just look at this. Just smooth and amazing. CKF Evo. Tell you what, this may be my favorite knife. I don't know. It's tough to say. My top 5 favorites in my collection consist of about 15 knives. So picking one as a favorite is not something that's easy to do, but wow. Thanks again to Kevin Smith and Knives for sending me some of his really cool knives to check out and share with all of you, and making those great shelves. Check them out in one of my lives if you're interested. But yeah, this could easily, I could consider this my favorite knife. It is awesome. Everything about it just feels really good. What do you think? Stay sharp. We'll see you soon.